Finally, tonight it was a week that changed music history. Next Sunday marks the 50th anniversary of the Beatles' appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, the beginning of the British invasion. But it was an appearance that for a time seemed in jeopardy, and one young man stood up to try to help. Here's Lee Cowan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
With that, John, Paul, George, and Ringo invaded the U.S., mop tops and all.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you.
But history almost wasn't made that night 50 years ago. The story goes like this.
This was like the first month or so that I was with the show as a cue card boy.
That's Vince Calandra, now 79. Back in the day, he was a production assistant on The Ed Sullivan Show.
3,000 screaming teenagers are at New York's Kennedy Airport to greet the Beatles.
As soon as the Beatles touched down in New York, the city had gone crazy. Vince barely made it to work on time for the big Beatles rehearsal.
It was like the charge of the Light Brigade. All of a sudden, they're coming down Broadway in this limo, and they're the 20 policemen on horseback.
In front of the limo.
Yeah, on the side of the limo.
But it's when the Beatles got inside that the real trouble started. The Fab Four were only the Fab Three. So it's Saturday. It's supposed to be rehearsal day.
No George.
No George.
Right.
Lead guitarist George Harrison was down and out with a 102-degree temperature. Was Ed Sullivan worried?
Yeah, but he said he wasn't, but he was.
Why? What did he do?
He said, if he doesn't show up, I'm going to put on a Beatle wig and be the fourth Beatle. Okay, Ed.
Sullivan did famously don a Beatle wig, but the director still needed a stand-in to set the shots for the TV cameras. So, guess who got tapped?
Yeah, this is the my 15 minutes of fame.
Yep, that's Vince, standing right next to Paul McCartney.
They put this ugly wig on my head, and then they put this guitar around me.
That would be George Harrison's guitar.
By the way, he said, try not to drop it. I said, okay.
You do look a little awkward, though.
Yeah, but I was awkward. I mean, you know.
And when the Beatles actually started to rehearse, he says it got even more awkward. And what'd you do while they were singing?
Just stood there. It's a statue.
So what are you thinking, though? I mean, here's the hottest thing going at the time, and you get to go sit up on stage with them.
I didn't think they were hot. I mean,
you didn't think they were hot?
No, I didn't know. We didn't know. It was like, you know, it was like the guys in the band were going like, oh, my God, they're lucky if they last a year. They're all one-hit wonder.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand.
George, of course, made it for the big performance that night. And Vince has long since changed his mind about the music and the moment that changed his life, too.
I mean, it's going to be on my tombstone. I know it. You know, it's always going to be a highlight. I mean, 50 years later, I'm talking about it.
So much for his 15 minutes of fame. Lee Cowan, CBS News, Los Angeles.
That is the CBS Evening.